Oh my god, it's so hot in here. Welcome to Brier's Music Showcase. I'm Bryer and welcome back to another video. And in this one, I'm doing something I have not done in quite some time, and that's an unboxing video. And these CDs I bought from an app called Whatnot, and I've been talking about this app quite a lot recently. And no, I'm still not sponsored. Sad. But if you aren't aware, Whatnot's basically an app where you go and people are auctioning stuff basically, and you can bid on certain things, and if you're the highest bidder, then you already know how this thing works. So I bought, I think this is 6 CDs. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. And for why not? Because why not? I'll probably showcase the seller, so I guess you can check them out if you're curious. But we're just gonna open these up and let's see what's inside. Of course, in the title, I usually say like blank mystery CDs, and just so you know, in case if you're new here, the mystery is on you, not on me, because I already have an idea what's inside of this. But again, you don't know, so that's the fun part of it. So if you enjoy unboxing videos like these, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's see what's inside of here. Brier's Music Showcase is brought to you by the people over at Patreon. Pledge today and get access to exclusive perks. Link in the description. So I guess you have to open it from the sides like this, I guess. So just get the box cutter and just kind of cut through. Okay, there we go. Okay, so they're all encased in this plastic bag. Not the first time I've seen this, but I haven't seen that in a while. And kind of like how we normally do, we'll pull each one by one in random order, so even I don't fully know what I'm going to pull out first. And so the first CD that I'm going to be showing is, oh, Molly Hatchet. This is an album called Silent Reign of Heroes. And this is a kind of a latter period album from this band. So this is from 1998 from the looks of it. Gotta say, Molly Hatchet always know how to put some really cool album covers. So I don't know how rare some of these albums are, but given that it's a later period album, I'm not expecting it to be like a frequent find, but still pretty cool. There's the disc. Here, let me give you a better view of it. Right there. Pretty nice disc. And of course, we'll look at the booklet and see what's inside. Is it one of those booklets where they put effort or they really didn't care? So open it up. Okay. Looks pretty nice. A little photo of the band right there. Then you pretty much got the lyrics from the looks of it and more shots of each band member, which is pretty nice. So at least they put some work into this booklet, which is very much appreciated. But other than that, not much else to say. But there you go. So that's the first CD in this package. And so let's go on to the next thing, and this one will be, ooh, Iron Maiden, The Book of Souls. This is from 2015, one of the latter period albums from the band. I've been trying to, I guess in recent time, I'm trying to gain the whole catalog on CD, and this is one of the albums. Now I know there's a version of this album that actually looks like a book. I don't think I'm ever going to get that, but I think I'll be fine with just the normal jewel case. So open it up. It is a two disc set, because it's a double album essentially. It's a long one, a lot of long songs, which is usually a turnoff for a lot of Maiden fans. Some people tend to say that this period of the band is a bit too self-indulgent, if you will. But I don't know. Based on what I've heard because I have heard a few of these songs already, like Speed of Light, and I already know Emperor of the Clouds, and I actually kind of like it. So I don't know. It's not really a big turnoff for me. There's Eddie right there. But I guess I can kind of understand where people are coming from. I mean, but then again, there's Iron Maiden for pretty much everybody. If you're into this more kind of, I guess, progressive metal direction, they're I guess even now kind of still in. I don't know, I dig it. And now this one, by the feel of it, it's kind of in almost like a digipack. And it is, oh, yep, AC/DC Rock or Bust. And this is pretty cool. It's one of those like, how do you say, like holographic sort of album covers. Like it's explosion. Boom. Don't really see these too often, but this is Rock or Bust. This is from 2014. Again, just slowly still gaining the whole AC/DC catalog. So pretty standard. That's the disc right there. Here we have the booklets. Here we go. But yeah, there's not a ton to say. Pretty much everything you would expect. You know, band shots, some text here and there. But other than that, not much else to say about this one really. But again, just trying to get the whole AC/DC catalog. I think I only have a few left. I think there's some 80s stuff I still need, and more of the 2000 stuff. But there we go. Now here is Meatloaf. This is Hell in a Handbasket. So this is a latter period Meatloaf album. Actually, I think this is his second to last studio album he released before he passed away. Because I think the last one is Braver Than We Are. That's in 2016, which I do have already. So, you know, again, I like Meatloaf a lot. So I'm definitely curious on this specific album, especially him this late in the game. Here's Meatloaf looking, I'm not sure what you'd call that, looking kind of sinister. Then you got the lyrics. Of course, Jim Steinman, I don't think he's on here. I think he might have written, maybe he wrote one or two songs, but don't know much else about this one. Now we got Velvet Underground, Loaded. So this is an album I've actually been looking into for quite some time. I think at this point, I only need one more to complete the Velvet Underground discography, because they only made like 5 albums. So this is Loaded. This is their 4th studio album. And this is when they were kind of trying to go for a more commercial sound, hence why it's called Loaded, because they want this album to be loaded with hits. And at the time, it kind of wasn't seen that way, because I don't think this album really did that well. I mean, the Velvet Underground were not really that much of a commercial band, so I guess it's not that much of a shock. But you know, I can kind of see this kind of alienating their hardcore fans, because it wasn't as experimental as some of their early stuff. But I'm still keen to check this one out. I mean, you have Sweet Jane. That's kind of like a well-known song. People seem like that one. I think Rock and Roll is another pretty popular one. But still very cool to find this one. So there's the disc right there. Then let's look in the booklet. It doesn't seem promising. Looks very thin. And yep, not much else to say. It's just a little pamphlet thing. And I forgot to mention, this is the last album to feature Lou Reed before he would quit. So I think the next album's called Squeeze, and I know that album is very divisive. So hopefully one day we'll find that and complete the discography. But again, very happy to find this album. Now here is Blackfoot. This is Strikes. Yeah, Strikes. So if you recall, in a previous CD haul, I bought Marauder, and I was very, very pleasantly surprised with that album. Like, I really enjoyed that one. And so I really wanted to find another one, and lo and behold, here it is. And I think this is a very popular album from the band. And I think probably the most well-known song on here is Highway Song. So pretty interested in that one. But again, very, very cool. So again, Blackfoot, for those who aren't familiar with, kind of like a hard rock, southern rock band. There's the disc, kind of the standard disc that you've seen many other bands have. This one's actually, I guess it was owned by somebody named RM. So I don't know whose initials are those, but who knows? Maybe someone in the comments can speak up on that. So this is, again, another kind of plain kind of book, pamphlet sort of thing. There's really not much else to say. But again, I have pretty much have high hopes for this one. So let me know in the comments your thoughts, and of course, as always, comment below your thoughts on any of these other CDs I'm showing here. Okay, 3 more to go. We got Lynyrd Skynyrd, Edge of Forever. So here's yet another latter period Lynyrd Skynyrd album, and very excited because, again, I've said this before, but I have been really enjoying these latter period Skynyrd albums. I know to a lot of people that's not the real Lynyrd Skynyrd, but I don't know, for what it is, it's actually pretty strong. You know, again, Johnny Van Zant does a very solid job in the vocal department, and you still have some of the original members around this time. Not much, but there's still a little bit of them. I like the disc on that. Kind of pretty. And then let's look at the booklet, see what's inside here. So there you have a little summary in there and all the run times and the songs. So the original members that are on this album are Gary Rosington, Billy Powell, and Leon Wilkeson. And I think I have looked into this album a little bit, and I have read that this is the last album with Leon before he would pass away. So there's that. So just looking through the rest of this booklet, you have some pretty nice like nature imagery, plus a big band shot of the band right there, and more text, and some little imagery here and there. But yeah, pretty nice booklet, pretty solid. So very interested to see how this one stacks to the other latter period albums from Leonard Skinner. And here we have another Molly Hatchet album. This one is Lightning Strikes Twice. This is from, I'm guessing it's from another 90s album, or maybe late 80s, somewhere around there. So Lightning Strike Twice, I must say I don't know the consensus on these particular albums, but again, I've been digging Molly Hatchet, so I just kind of sprung at it. Ooh, this one's sticky. That's what you get when you get used stuff. It's not too bad. I guess it might have gotten moist at one point. But, again, it's not too bad. It could have been a lot worse. I mean, the artwork still looks okay. So I guess I can make it work. But, yep, take care of your CDs, folks. Make sure you store them properly. And the last CD in this bag is Judas Priest, Nostradamus. So we have Judas Priest. This is from 2008. And I guess this is them trying to take a stab at, I guess, progressive metal. So I've heard some mixed opinions on this album. Some people seem to like it, while others kind of don't seem to think that way. This is another 2-disc set. So this is another pretty long album. Basically a double album in a sense. So I'm curious to see where I land, but we'll see. Pretty thick booklet, I must say. There you go, a little summary with all the tracks, and at least you get the lyrics. For a concept album, from what I've gathered, this is, at least it's a good thing it comes with lyrics, so you can probably try to follow along and try to see what the story is. And I must say, the imagery in here is pretty cool. Again, it kind of has a very, I don't know, Nostradamus, kind of a fantasy, sort of magic, dark magic sort of thing. So I think that's kind of interesting. But yeah, no band shot, which is interesting. But I guess they didn't want to have them be the main attraction to this concept album. So again, we'll find out what I have in store for that one. And now that I've gone through all that, like I usually do with these videos, let's recap what I showcased in reverse order. So we have Nostradamus by Judas Priest, Molly Hatchet, Lightning Strikes Twice, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Edge of Forever, Blackfoot Strikes, The Velvet Underground with Loaded, Meatloaf, Held in a Handbasket, Rock or Bust by AC/DC, then The Book of Souls by Iron Maiden, and then last but not least, we have Silent Reign of Heroes by, again, Molly Hatchet. So hopefully you enjoy these videos. If you did, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I know I don't make these videos too often these days, but I try every once in a while, because I know people do enjoy these types of videos. But don't forget to comment below your thoughts on any of the CDs that I showed in this video, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and goodbye for now.